We need to talk about this peak.
Yeah.
See what you do here? What we do wrong here?
Yeah.
Yep, definitely the movement's off. You're right, Placid. Also not looking rebel. You got it. Watch the crosshair placement. Watch the wrap. She's going like this with her mouse around it. I should probably bring my mouse out just so I can see. So we have our mouse and we're literally going like this. We are moving or getting our movement from our arm. Our movement in our arm should specifically only be for aim, for raw adjustment if you need it. It's never for movement. Movement is taken care of by your A, D, S, and W keys. Your WASD. So when you move around a corner to clear something, you're putting two functions into your mind for your right arm. Movement and also aim. If you put two things into one movement, into one thing, into one arm, you won't be doing both of those things very well altogether. Your movement's going to be off, your aim's going to be off, chances of you dying very, very high. When you're coming out of this corner, I want you to pre-aim the spot you want to go to and then 80 strafe into it if you think it's going to be threatening. We should never ever have a situation where we wrap around a corner like you see right here. Do you want free coaching? Well, now you can. My coaching is absolutely free at my Discord. Here you'll find an inclusive community full of awesome people wanting to improve just like you. Simply join, submit a VOD following our submission guidelines, and voila, you're in the queue. But how am I making this possible? Well, that's thanks to the generous Patreon supporters just like you. Tier 3 Patreon supporters get access to exclusive 10-mans, pro VOD reviews, and a private draw for coaching on top of increased odds for the main draw of coaching. What are you waiting for? Join up today. Okay, I want you to go into a server and practice this peek over and over and over again until you are blue in the face. Okay? Because you're moving and shooting. Your bullet went to Narnia. Look at your shooting error. If you're not good at this part, you need to get better at it. Practice it. Peek it over and over again. Go into a custom server and peek it. Pop, pop, pop. It should be an automatic pre-fire into that angle to get an instant headshot. Okay, I was a little worried there. What the hell was that?
What?
Was that a Sova clone again? Yeah. What is this guy doing? Why is he standing there? Okay, so why did this happen? Let's talk about it. Why did you jump? Were you trying to dodge the bullet from the Sova? Was that a reactionary jump? Okay, so the jump is the problem. Here's what I would recommend you do. There are times when you need to fall off things. Like say, for example, jump off of a platform or land off a platform. There's going to be a brief amount of time that it will take to recover your accuracy. So what you need to do is go into a server, jump off something, and then try to find the exact timing it'll take for your recoil to fully reset. Because that's what happened here. Your recoil is not fully reset. You're not set onto it. Even though it's not showing blue right now, it's actually, you are moving. You are slightly in motion when you're landing. Okay? So it's good to be able to build in the muscle memory the feeling of what it's like to be able to fully recover your gun before you take a shot in those situations. And you can do that in a custom very easily. There's one gonna be on your left here. You might just run it through. Omen should get out of here and you should just break this door. Oh, you're moving. You're moving. And you're doing this too early too again, right? So look at the situation. Bomb is not down yet. 3v3. You have this positioning. You could wait until the raise comes out to grass. You listen for grass and then you swing. Because if you think about it, when she's coming here and you're fighting this, there's only one angle she needs to worry about, which is right in front of her. When she comes out to this position, she's now worried about the sight angle and all of this. So it's just the timing when you took that fight, Juna. You want to think about the path to victory is through the eyes of the opponent. When is the best time to take this fight? The best time to take this fight is when the raise is fully exposed. Fully exposed to multiple threat angles, not the single one. You decided to peek at this particular moment. You could have waited half a second more, listen for grass, and then peek out. Even if you bait your teammates on the situation, that's going to guarantee the frag at that point because your teammates are all buried anyway. So let them come out, be exposed to multiple threat angles, and then take the fight. That's the difference between winning and losing a gunfight in a lot of ways. We're all friends.
Turret out.
And it says, one sec. The upper.
See, like, I don't mind what you're doing here, but I want you to try to limit test yourself a little bit. I want you, instead of being in this spot and waiting for something to happen, you have this smoke thrown for you. Why not just run up here and then peek this angle and take a fight? Why not? Yeah, like, fight it. Go for it. If you die, you die. What are you afraid of?
I'm not confident for this.
You know how you get confident? By dying a lot. And not caring anymore after a while. You grow numb to the pain. You grow numb to the pain of any failure that you have. It's very important to have a healthy dose of failure in your life. Because if you have more failure, you grow. Ed Sheeran himself has said it. We'll use him as an example. Mr. Ed said, I learned nothing from success, right? But I learned everything took me to success through failure. Okay? I had to fail a million times. His story was, he literally did 3 shows a day, usually for no pain, or no pay, and he was terrible over and over and over again. He eventually learned through the struggle how to become a world-class musician, how to market himself, and now he's where he is. He's Ed Sheeran today, right? Before he was Ed Sheeran, but he wasn't the Ed Sheeran we know, right? You have to learn through failure. I want you to take more aggressive plays. I want you to test yourself and see where your weaknesses are. Because if you don't test, you don't know where your weaknesses are, you can't develop yourself, right?
Okay.
Don't be afraid to fail. Failure is the ultimate teacher. I phase all the time.
Spike planted.
Now, in terms of the retake, you didn't give yourself any opportunity to take any legitimate fight here. Look at your crosshair placement this whole time. There's literally no wall you have not looked at. You haven't looked at any potential threats, right? You were kind of like in between all of them. So you had very lazy crosshair placement here. Choose a fight that you think is likely going to happen. Choose an on angle that you think someone's going to be in. For example, if you're to go back into this site here, the first on angle that you can potentially look at is this little peak here on this corner. Maybe someone on the site. Then once that's done, you look here, like you just got killed from, and then you can look here if you want. You can look here. Just choose one. Give yourself a chance. The last thing you want to do is look into a wall right here, right? So efficiency of crosshair placement. Choose a fight and stick with it, even if you're wrong.
Player standing.
Okay. So let's break down why this fight doesn't go well. This is a really good moment. Okay, so let's take a look. First of all, mind your crosshair placement. Also, mind this random knife takeout. Why do we do that?
Be faster and...
Well, I'll tell you why you did it. Okay, I'm going to tell you why you did it. You did it because you enjoy the animation and you're addicted to it. It's time for you to take it off. No more.
No,
okay?
I don't enjoy this, but I do it because I'm
addicted to it. Yeah.
No, I crouch, not no crouch. Oh, what is that?
You're trying to move faster? Is that what you're gonna say?
Yeah.
Why? You're in a spot where you have no idea if you're safe or not. There's danger. Could they be here? Right? You can't just do these things. This is what I get as an argument all the time. Oh, I'm trying to move faster. Like your difference of like 2 little inches forward ain't gonna make a big difference. It really is not gonna make as big of a difference as you might think. Okay. So, anyways, guns out. That's the first thing. Look at your crosshair placement and the way that you move out into here. You're doing that little swipe thing, so you're moving with your arm as opposed to just moving with your direction keys. So when you're coming out here, you're not doing either of these things well. Movement and crosshair placement is just basically out the window. Right? So now you're adjusting your movement and you've got to aim as well. So what ends up happening here is I break down the anatomy of gunfight in 4 ways. There's a order of operations for a fight to go well in your favor in terms of actions. This is very basic. You move. You do not stop moving until your aim is on their head. Once their aim is on their head, you stand still. Once you stand still, you shoot. If at any point in time you mix and match any of these, you will lose your gunfight. So if we go on that principle, let's watch what goes wrong on this fight. And you can tell me what messed up. What happened?
My aim is not on point.
You got it. Aim was the last thing on your mind. That was step number 4. You moved, which is good. Let's give you a check mark. Very good. Okay. You stood still.
Yeah.
And then you shot. So the problem was you stood still before you aimed. You had to move step number 4 to step number 2. It's that simple. So what you're going to do is you're going to go into deathmatch, you'll go into the range, you'll go into all this stuff, whatever it is that you feel comfortable doing. And I want you to put those 4 steps in order for you to be able to hit these shots more accurately. You're going to do 10,000 reps. 10,000 reps until you don't have to think about it anymore. It's literally going to be blue in the face. You can sing all the songs you want if you want, just like to pass the time. But you're going to move, aim at the bot, stand still, and shoot. Move, aim at the bot, stand still, shoot. I had to do this for years until it became muscle memory for me that I didn't have to think about it anymore.
Coming to see.
Oh, that's a free bomb.
Spike down.
Okay, what happens here? Movement error, but why?
Yeah. I move in my shots.
Okay, so you moved, you aimed to a degree, I'll give you a check mark on it. You shot, and then you stood still. That's what happened there. So you mixed these two up. Honest to God, if you just dissect if you watch your VODs back and ask yourself, why did I lose that fight? You write down a note, you look over it, I guarantee you it's like this every single time. Place your shirt down. There you go.
Last player standing.
Okay, chill. 1v1. You got this.
30 seconds left.
Okay, bombs down in tree. No, no! Oh, you got revealed! Oh, you got revealed again! Just breathe. Okay, he's got 19 seconds.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's got timing to be. If he opens the door, he could fake you, 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 could fake you. He's faking you. He's faking you. He has to be faking you. There's no way he's walking around here, right? No way he's walking here. Like that would be the most Chad move I've ever seen in my life. If you just walked out here and just gave up the bomb plant and just went for the frag, that would be so Chad. That would be so Chad if he did it. Yeah, of course he's going that way. Oh my lordy. Okay, we need to work on our spray control. Okay, so think about it like this first. Where do you think he's planting?
All behind the box.
Okay, so if he's planting behind the box, when he's in a plant position, is he crouching? Is he standing up? What is he doing?
Crouching.
Okay, so where do you think head level is when they crouch?
Oh, a little bit higher than that.
Yeah, pretty much right there. Why don't you just go right here, like just below that line, and just tap. Tap, 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 tap. Right in the corner.
Yeah.
He's gonna bury himself in the corner. Everyone's at this rank, they'll bury themselves. So they're not gonna like plant right here. So just tap, tap, tap.
Yeah.
And the reason why you tap is that if he decides to swing out into the open, you can run away. Now, how long does it take to plant the bomb?
7 seconds. 4. I'm sorry, 4. 7 was the fuse.
Oh my! Was there a new update to Valorant? I don't know. Okay, 4 seconds, right? Tap, 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 and that way, if you hear a movement, you get the hell out of here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you're like, this is like some like Pulp Fiction thing right here, divine intervention. Let me just fire all these shots into the wall and see if something sticks, right? So all you need to do is tap, tap, tap. If you hear him move, he's off the bomb. If he sticks it, he sticks it. If you hit him a couple times, that's great. I think you hit him twice there. Instead of spamming, it's just something that it's easily breakable. Whenever you have a Vandal and you're spraying through a smoke or something like that, stop. Just tap a little bit. Tap at head level. You have a one-shot headshot kill, right? If you're spamming through a box, same idea. Tap, tap, tap is more than enough to keep you moving. If you have a Phantom, you can get away with spraying through smokes, but typically the Vandals, you're going to tap.